tuning in for another little video of mine. Probably looking around, you notice I'm in a slightly different location, and as you probably know from the intro or the title of this video, we're off to an event today called Farming Like Grandad. So it's put on by the Water Wheel. They're a historical type society, trust type thing that do a lot of vintage stuff out here at Kawerau. So I've moved the tractor and trailer out to my mate Jeff's place. He's just down the road from where the event's going to be held. Got a cracker day out there, the sun's shining, there's not a cloud around, it's going to be a hot one. So we're just going to hook the tractor and trailer back together and head down the road a bit. I've got the Scammell pump all up and running with a big barrel that I can put water in and pump and show people that runs and works today. First time I've ever been to this event, let alone even taking anything of my own there. I've never even been for it as a spectator to look around and see what anyone else takes. So it's like a vintage machinery live day. They have all sorts of tractors and ploughing and you name it, I guess. I don't know, I'll find out when I get down there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Again, this is like the Christmas parade one, it's just sort of things from my point of view. And if I see anything interesting, you know, we'll be videoing along the way, showing my stuff. Yeah, other people's stuff if I see anything that's cool with adding in, and obviously there's going to be. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video and follow along, and yeah, we'll see what the day brings. Cheers. We've made it along here. I just found my place. There's a bit of a lineup of tractors. They sent me down here into this lineup of the old vintage tractors. So I've got the Big Chief set up here. I've parked on a bit of an angle so that I can get this pump running. Yeah, got my barrel set up, suction hose there. You guys haven't seen this thing running on the channel yet. Yeah, I've got a few more bits to set up. I've got the water hose down here I'm going to run around. Hopefully they've got a guy cruising around with a ute that's got a tank on the back that can give me some water, so hopefully he'll be along soon. We'll get this thing filled up and ready to run. Alright, just yeah, carry on my setup and then I'll show you what I've done. So. Alright, so here we go. This is my setup out here. Got a rope around the tractor just to stop anyone from climbing all over it. You know, it looks pretty good, and because it's so small, kids like to get on stuff. Try and avoid that as much as I can, really. So had the pump just running a couple of minutes ago. You can see she's a bit wet, a couple of water leaks, but that's just, you know, it's a water pump, it's supposed to leak, I guess. Yeah, the guys were kind enough to bring me some water, so I filled the barrel up. Looks a bit sludgy. That's just the stuff that was floating around inside the pump itself. Gets a bit white and stuff from the alloy in there. So yeah, we've had it running, pumping water around circles. A few more people turning up. She's not open to the public yet, but thought this was neat. This guy just pulled up on this thing. I'll have to do a little bit more talking to him and finding out about it, but I've seen something similar online, but I can't for the life of me remember the name for it, so I'll have a yak to him. But yeah, she's quite a neat little tracked machine there, and so yeah, that's sitting just next to me. He's just shot away with the other tractor that was there to go and pull start another one. Really old farm all here. Fords down there. So yeah, she's lining up. There's a vintage car setting up. You got the old fire truck over there in the middle of the paddock. There we go. And these guys down here just turned up on the other side of me from the Waikato, from a Waikato vintage farming sort of club, I think. A couple of things they trailered down. You can see them over in the distance in the paddock there unloading another one. But a couple of their tractors, they drove from the Waikato over the Kaimais to get here. Drove the tractors, trailered some of them behind other tractors, and you know, they've made the journey. So it's really awesome. It's going to be a good day. Lots of people into this sort of thing, and as I said, I'm not really sure what I'm in for the rest of the day. First time I've been to one of these Farming Like Grandad events, but yeah, we'll have a wander around and show you some more interesting stuff later. But for now, this is probably the coolest little thing I've seen. Really neat, tiny little tracked dozer type machine. Alright. Alright, so we got our setup all done, had the pump running a couple of times. Just, yeah, I'll just kick it over and get it running, make a bit of noise, see how it goes. Apparently there's a bit of a parade happening, so I'm not going to take the pump, I'm just going to unhook the trailer and just take the tractor on its own. Alright, we're about to head off for a little drive in this wee parade. Pipe band was going down there somewhere. Lots of people wandering around. Oh, these guys are gassing up a tractor. I can smell the petrol floating over. Everyone's in here, different things popping and banging, and everyone's starting their motors up. So yeah, I'll get this cranked up and we'll head off in a minute. of it! It's over there! There's all this haymaking machine. Good friend of the family, friend of my dad's. There's a Scammell tractor machine. Unreal. This 8 to 16 horsepower. So think that's the size of that, and my little Big Chief is a 10 horsepower and is so compact. So what technology did, you know. Here we go. There's the plate on there. So it's doing 400 RPM and 16 horsepower. Made by International Harvester Corporation. 1916, 104 years old. That thing is amazing. Someone to still keep it functioning and running and working is just so special. So this is the brakes, I'm guessing, yeah, and it's a similar system to what Big Chief had, but on a much larger scale. And I'm guessing you push a brake lever or a pedal up there somewhere, and that's what pulls a band tight around a drum, slows you down or stops you, or maybe even does some turning in this case. Giant, probably big webbing belts that would run off these, I assume, to run implements or machines off of it. It's a little tribute to the man who restored this thing. Well done, Larry, you've done an awesome job. Amazing to see that someone else has continued your work and your legacy and kept this thing alive. It's just stunning. Photo of it being used, I would assume. I don't know if that's the exact same machine. Something very similar. You can probably hear the rumble. I'm just going to walk around here. This is a pretty serious power on this tractor. So this is Gordon's racing tractor. Built for speed. Unreal, there we go. speed on the back of it. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen videos of it online. Yeah.
V8 beast in there. Stretched out. Something for everyone out here. They even bring some animals out, some alpacas and some horses over in the paddock over there.